Travel robot presence. Hey, in this video we are going to talk about the top 10 things to do in Libya. Libya is in turmoil. Since the popular uprisings of the Arab Spring in 2011 and following more than 40 years of iron fist rule by one Muammar Gaddafi, the country has hardly emerged well. Today, civil war and factional disputes still rage across the nation. Extremism is rife, and much of the old beauty lies in ruins. But all wars must end, and hopes that Libya will one day return once again to the tourist fold remain very much alive. So FCO warnings and travel bans of today notwithstanding, we look to the future with optimism to a time when this great slab of the old Maghreb can showcase its glorious Roman ruins and crumbling Greek cities. When the energy of metropolises like Tripoli and Benghazi can wow travelers, when the rugged Mediterranean coastline can shine and shimmer, and when the deep Islamic cultures and histories of the place can peek through in the dusty Medinas and Bedouin camel towns alike. So before starting this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel for future updates. Let's get started. Number 10. Tripoli. As earlier stated, Tripoli is the capital of Libya as well as the largest city. You will locate this city in the northwestern part of the country close to the Great Libyan, the business viewpoint and commercial city where many manufacturing and trading activities occur. You will also see the main seaport of the country in this city. There are many extraordinary 5-star hotels for tourists or travelers. Here is the best city to lodge in if you want to experience the best hotel. There is always a growing concrete effort to boost tourism in the city. Tripoli is one of the most beautiful places to visit in the country. Before the tumult of the Civil War and the rising of the Arab Spring, Tripoli was a poster boy for North African heritage. Its winding labyrinth of backstreets melded the warmth and colors of the Med with the dusty and historic character of the Sahel. Street vendors touted spice-covered, de-doused basins from the roadside stalls. Tea houses throbbed with the mellifluous tones of Arabic chatter and the twisting fumes of shisha pipes. Number 9. Leptis Magna. Founded by the Phoenician Greeks sometime in the 1st millennium BC, and then raised to greatness by the Romans, who flocked to this coastal spot in western Syria to secure their strongholds in North Africa after the Carthage Wars. Leptis Magna is quite possibly the single most impressive ancient site in the country, Cyrene. While some sections of the old temples and peristyles here have been transferred to museums and parks in England, the majestic likes of the Grand Theatre, arches dedicated to Septimius Severus, the fortification walls, some early Roman basilicas, and the crumbling marketplace all still remain. Number 8. Benghazi. Much ravaged Benghazi has had its fair share of troubles in Libya's wars, and while the city continues to rattle in the throes of factional trouble, it is trying to shake off the memory of those hard-fought battles during the campaigns of 2011 and 2012, and re-establish itself again as one of the principal port towns in North Africa. Glimmers of the glorious past still remain too, like the elegant whitewashed homes of the Italian Quarter, the sun-kissed Corniche called Lungomare on the Med, palm-peppered and pretty, the old Latin lighthouse on the shore, and the picturesque Maidan al-Shajara Square in the very center of city. Number 7. Cyrene. Cyrene is one of the best places in Libya and the most seasoned Greek urban community. The country's traditional name, Cyrenaica, was taken from it. In 630 BC, this place was a settlement for the Greeks. However, in 96 BC, it turned into a Roman city. Cyrene answers the question of where are the top tourist places in Libya. If you are a lover of archaeology, don't miss coming here for anything. You will see different stunning structures and sanctuaries for Zeus, Apollo, and Demeter. Everyone history lover must travel to Libya to experience first-hand information. They are always included as one of the best vacation regions and famous places in Libya to visit. A legendary patchwork of temples and ancient townhouses that sits perched atop the Mediterranean cliffs in eastern Libya, Cyrene is one of the greatest relics the Greeks left in North Africa. Once a booming mercantile colony built by the seafarers of Santorini, the city played host to Hellenic merchants, the heirs of Alexander the Great, and later, Roman generals and armies. Number 6. Ghadames. This city is located at the node between other African countries such as Tunisia, Libya, and Algeria. It is one of the resting places for desert caravans. The city is also used as a trading post. As a result of the extreme temperatures, the city streets are roofed for protection. It is currently sparingly inhabited, but few houses are made available for visitors. You will see a few mosques and shops to visit. The best time for this visit is before the prayers. The houses found here are constructed with brick that has been sun-dried and washed white, scramble over one another in the heart of desert-shrouded Ghadames. Meanwhile, winding alleyways hemmed in with adobe walls weave back and forth through the Medina that forms the middle of the city, a UNESCO World Heritage Site in its own right. Nestled between the sand dunes of the northern Sahara, just a stone's throw from the Algerian border, this earthy little Berber outpost is hailed as one of the real jewels of the nation's backcountry. Travelers come to explore its palm-peppered roads and shady terraces, and get a glimpse of the Libya that time forgot. Number 5. Sabratha, Zawiya District. This is one of the best places to visit in Libya, and is equally one of the famous places in Libya. In 500 BC, it was set up by the Phoenicians. During the 2nd and 3rd centuries AD, it was revamped and taken control by Rome. As of present, what remains is only a 3-story theater and few other sanctuaries of the end of the 3rd century. These sanctuaries are committed to Serapis, Isis, and Liber Pater. This old port city has few antiquities to behold in an adjacent gallery. Some of the antiquities were taken to the capital of Libya, Tripoli, National Exhibition Hall. This place is a must-visit when you travel to Libya. The question of whether is it safe to travel to Libya may arise since it is an old port. The answer is simple. It is a safe place to visit. Add this place as one of the places to visit when you arrive in the country. Number 4. Al-Joff. Al-Joff is a small town that has sweeping ochre sand surrounding it. It is close to the Libyan Sahara. This town has crooked and potholed streets and low-rise mud brick homes. There may be little things to experience here, but this is not so in the close-by hinterland. This town is the path to the Kufra Basin, which has one of the best strategic agricultural locations. It boasts its great irrigation capabilities. Al-Joff is must-visit if you have a flair for agriculture. And while there's little to experience in the city itself apart from the earthy Bedouin character of the place, there's plenty in the surrounding hinterland. This famed for its irrigation capabilities and alien-looking crop circles. This surrounding territory has been much fought over since time immemorial, just as relics like the crumbling 7th century granaries at Qasr al-Hajj reveal. Number 3. Derj. This town is among the 10 best places to visit in Libya for a few reasons. Derj town is known for its traditional culture. If you are a lover of culture, this is a must-visit spot when you travel to Libya. This little town has a more accurate reflection of Libya's traditional culture than other towns in the country. Many regard it as a small paradise in the desert. You will see an old, abandoned village. Many houses were traditionally constructed years ago in this village. Don't visit this place without taking Instagrammable pictures. A lot of people would love to know such a place still exists. Number 2. Tadrart Acacus Ghat. Tadrart Acacus is also called the Acacus Mountains by a few people. You will see a lot of rock craft and whole compositions made in various sizes and styles. To show you how famous it is and why it is a must-visit for every Libya tourist, UNESCO considered it a World Heritage Site. This area greatly tampered with people who wanted to carry out underneath petroleum reserves exploitation. Ghat, far-flung town on the edge of the historic Fezzan region, was once one of the principal trading points on the Sahara-Sahel caravan route. Topped by its great mud brick castle, Ghat still looks the part too, especially with all those crumbling old neighborhoods of adobe Berber homes spreading out from the base of the central mount. However, the fortress seen today was not actually even there when the kings of the Ghadames Empire ruled the trade links between Carthage and the south in antiquity. Number 1. Sirte. The birthplace of one Colonel Muammar Gaddafi has not fared well in Libya's recent upheavals. Targeted by the rebel forces and used by the loyalists for their last stand, hardly a single street went unscathed in the ensuing Battle of Sirte in 2011. It was here that the one-time leader of the nation was finally captured and killed, marking the end of his more than 40-year-long rule. Today, other conflicts engulf the town, but efforts are being made to rebuild and reconstruct the spot, which was once a colonial outpost of both the Ottomans and the Italians. If you love similar content like this, take a look at my other videos. And if you like it, please smash the like button and make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. If you have further questions, feel free to comment down below. See you in the next video.